These meetups create networking opportunities to make connections between professionals, entrepreneurs, and change makers. The gatherings didn't just inspire, they created networking opportunities within the Women in Tech ecosystem, when we share stories and insights on diversity and inclusion, and ideas on how to accelerate the action, closing the gender gap in STEM. We are looking forward to another awards celebrating women and male allies in tech. Our 12-strong Women in Tech delegation attended the Global Summit in Japan this year. South Africa won the Global Community Engagement Award and recognized the impact that we are making locally. Join us to be part of this amazing movement.
I think you can clap louder than that, right? It's so amazing to be part of a network of women who's driving impact across the African continent. And I think everybody in this room should really be proud about who they represent, themselves and the little girl with inside them that said, one day you're going to be big and you're going to be where you are today in this room representing other young girls. So as we move on now to our next item on the agenda, it's now time for us to hear our key notes. And this woman is someone who does not need any introduction, but just in case you don't know who she is, let me tell you a little bit about her. All right. So I just want to introduce to you Lilian Barnard. She is our Chief of Enterprise Partners, Middle East and Africa here at Microsoft. And she's a woman who's been pivotal in driving diversity and inclusion, as well as spearheading the Women at Microsoft chapter, which I am so proud to be part of. Now, without any further ado, and no more introductions, as she has stated, I'd like to welcome on stage Lilian Barnard.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Is the mic working? The mic is not working. Please come. Hello, is it working? Yes, it's working. Now, I can tell you all, first of all, welcome to Microsoft. We are so glad to have you. I can tell you this feels right. Women in Tech at Microsoft, it feels right. I must tell you that I've always seen the Lissand with a t-shirt available and to do this, and when Tiara was telling me that Women in Tech was coming to Microsoft and that you're not available, I said to Marika, whatever I'm doing, I'm no longer doing. Because I want to be here and I want to be I will attend, a bit of the morning, but also tonight I will be at the gala event. Listen, this is home for us, and I hope it will be home for you. Microsoft is an amazing company. We love people. We love women in more. So they asked me, to come and talk about something, and apparently Erica told me about it. Come and talk about anything. You can't give me anything as a topic because I could literally talk about anything. So, but let me stay relevant for this morning and talk a bit about AI and just, I think, firstly some of my thoughts, and also, it's in conjunction with the program that we will be launching for women, because Microsoft has been doing a ton when it comes to skills. But one of the key things that we have found out that unless you specifically carve out something for women, for some reason or another, they just fall behind, and I don't know why. And we have seen this because a couple of years ago, we started the Black Partner Program, and it was for 100% Black-owned companies. And I assumed that women would just become part of the cohort. So by the time we kind of looked at the outcome, we almost could not find a single woman-owned company in it. So unless you become intentional and you start curating these programs and make sure that it is friendly and you encourage women to participate, it doesn't just happen. So let me share with you just a bit about the importance of women in the age of AI. And why we need to have this conversation. It's a very present conversation to have. When we think about this technology, it is moving incredibly fast. Even for us who work for Microsoft, a company who's literally at the forefront of innovation when it comes to AI, and we can all tell you that it is really moving fast. Now, we've said forever that, AI is changing everything we do. It's changing the way that I work. It's changing the way that I learn, and I'm sure it's true for many of you. But it is actually changing so much more. It's changing the way we access our healthcare. It's changing the way that, we work with our financial institutions. It's also changing the way that we connect with each other. So there's two questions we need to ask ourselves. Number one, who is shaping the conversation and who is building the technology? Because all of us today are participating, and we have to make sure that whatever gets done in the era of AI, it has to be fair, it has to be inclusive, and it has to be innovative. Because I think it would be a travesty if we look back 10, 20 years from now and we talk exactly about the same issues. Because the lack of diversity is going to give us some, design flaw challenges. And the question will be, where were we at the time? So great to see all my colleagues there, and also many people in the audience. And where were we? What did we do about it? And we have to do something about it. And if you think about us as women and the way we think, and you think of how we think, our perspectives, the data, we bring our purview, we bring our vantage point to every conversation. Now you can imagine when we are not in a conversation, who is representing us? And I think it will be, frankly speaking, a tall task to expect men to do that for us. And that is why it's important for us to, one, have the conversation, and number two, it's important for us to make sure that we are in the rooms where they're having these conversations. So let's look a bit at the facts, and let's look at the gender gap that we already see today. When you look at AI training programs globally, only 28% of women are participating. When you look at the AI workforce, only 22% of women are participating. And when we become a bit more technical, the stats show that when it comes to machine learning, only 12% of women are participating. So numbers are getting smaller and smaller. And these are not just stats, but it is actually signals. What does it signal? It's a risk that we are narrowing the demographic participation in the technology, but ultimately we will also limit the human experience, because if women are 52% of the world population and we are not thought of at the design point, that means we are already not participating. And the challenge that we have is that on an incredibly profound level, this technology is going to govern our lives and it's going to govern our futures. It's doing that to a great extent already. I just love how enabling AI is. And if I look at some of the stuff that it's doing for me personally, professionally already, and some of us are still learning, you can imagine if you just fast forward, 5, 10 years from now. In fact, some studies have shown.
And you're just like, yes. There's a question. Maybe please pass the mic. Please, when you stand up, please introduce yourself and then go ahead and ask your question.
Hello, Tech Tribers. Welcome back to All Things Data. In this video, I'm sharing with you some of the highlights from the Women in Tech conference that I attended sometime last week, and what an experience it has been. Here we have just wrapped up an incredible keynote from the amazing Lilian Barnard. Truly such an inspiring woman that I can tell you for sure. And plus there's still so much more to come from other panels and speakers. I'm super excited to share that I have just become an AI ambassador, guys. So please do stay tuned and keep watching this amazing journey with me, and please do subscribe.
At the top, Women Shaping Tomorrow. And I'd like to introduce on stage our moderator for this panel, Trudy Taledi, the CEO of ElevateHer Africa. Please put a round of applause for Trudy.
Good morning. Good morning. You all look amazing, by the way. My name is Trudy Taledi, and I am the CEO of ElevateHer Africa. I'm also a news and business broadcaster, and I have the distinct honor of facilitating the very first panel discussion. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our panel, and please give them a round of applause as they come up. All right. We have Abigail Paniachi. Can she please come to the floor? As the Senior General Manager of Operations at WMS, Abigail plays a pivotal role in overseeing operational strategies that drive efficiency and innovation. Her extensive experience in managing complex operations makes her a valuable contributor to our discussion. Up next, we have Giyaboga Monare. Serving as the head of IT strategy and enterprise architecture at the CIO office of Santam, Giyaboga is at the forefront of integrating technology and business strategies. Her insights on how IT can transform enterprises will be invaluable to our conversation. Welcome. Next up, we have Mamela Lutuli. As the CEO of Tech Mode IT, Mamela is a trailblazer in the tech industry. Under her leadership, the company has thrived by focusing on innovative solutions and customer-centric services. Her perspective on leadership and technology will provide great depth to our dialogue. Thank you. And lastly, we have Lasberi Chioma Olivi. Currently the VP of Global Operations and Managing Director of Yellow Card Nigeria, Lasberi brings a wealth of knowledge in operational management and strategic development. Her experience in the fintech sector will shed light on the evolving landscape of technology and finance. Where do I sit? Welcome, ladies. Please don't be nervous. All right, I'm just gonna kick off this session because we're 45 minutes and I'd like everyone to sort of glean from your wisdom. So I'll just start off with Abigail. My question is, as a Senior General Manager in Operations, can you perhaps share a defining moment in your career that shaped your leadership style, particularly in managing large teams and complex projects?
Thank you so much. That's a great question, and I think if I explore my career in my mind, there may have been many defining moments, but perhaps the one that stands out the most is when I think about being mentored by a leader who noticed my contributions were different. And so the steer here for you is, are you noticing the talent in your team? And sometimes I wasn't coming across as top talent or high talent, in fact. I was in the room offering a perspective that I didn't really know how to communicate. In fact, I could have sounded angry in a lot of meetings, advocating for who was not in the room, fighting for access for those who weren't there, trying to reflect a voice of so many voices. And to my mind, when this senior executive, and actually from the ABSA team, said to me, hey Abigail, let's get you a coach. Let's rally you with mentor. And that was a defining moment for me, because what it did was it said, hey, I do have value to contribute, but I still got long ways to go. And working with a coach helped me hone my message. It helped me grow in my conviction for the messages, and for the minority groups I had strong intentions of representing. I would say that would be a defining moment.
Go through change, I think it's absolutely important to not forget that there's people behind the change, right? Organizations go through a lot of change, and I think case in point where I'm currently employed, we're going through a huge digital transformation journey, as the other organizations are doing that. But I think it's absolutely important in instilling the correct culture, and it starts from leadership. That's the most important thing. It starts from the leadership. We need to be intentional. We need to understand and be sure that the vision is clear to the people of the organization. Why are we doing this? Why does it matter? How is it going to impact you? How is this transformation going to impact our clients internally and externally? That is critical. And the minute we miss that, it will definitely have an impact on the culture. And we talk about the people promise at Santam, and I think it's absolutely pivotal that we take the people on this particular journey. Change is actually very, very, very difficult to go through, right? Because it means, what does it mean for my career? We've been talking about AI. People are actually scared to say, how is this actually going to impact my role today? But then I come back and I challenge to say, if we were to prompt ChatGPT, Copilot, to say, hi, I am head of IT strategy and enterprise architecture today. How is AI going to disrupt my role today and in the future? Literally what you'll get is actually a call to action, an opportunity for all of us to rise up and step up. How is AI actually going to change your role as a change manager, your role as an HR professional, your role as an enterprise architect, your role even as an executive? What does it mean? So if we are sitting behind these technologies, but we're scared to actually explore the opportunities that they bring, then we're in trouble. I mean, we talk about strategies, right? And we talk about digital transformation and AI. It's important that any organization must be absolutely clear about what is our AI ambition, number one. What is our AI strategy as a group? Because the ambition there will come back and say, it has to be people-centered, it has to be ethical.
And I really want to share with you today a little bit about Microsoft Elevate, the work I'm doing in South Africa. But the reason we're here today is that for the past few months, myself, Erica, Melissa, a couple of women in Microsoft, we've been developing a program for you. And today we're launching it. So,
oh, what an honor to be part of the Microsoft ElevateHer program, because I'm super, super excited about this journey. It's such an amazing opportunity to grow and make impact in tech and beyond. I'm just hoping that you guys will be able to participate in everything that I'll be doing in this program, because there's so much in store for Microsoft and Copilot that you guys can take advantage of.
you need to understand how to enhance efficiencies in your day. And then finally, for those women in tech that are still on the path of a career, we've added in some career essentials from LinkedIn, how to set up your LinkedIn profile using AI. You know, everything Lilian spoke about it earlier, we need to be able to use AI to enhance what we do, but also to support us in every aspect of our lives. These are the amazing digital badges that you'll get once you complete each of the pathways. You can add them to your LinkedIn, to your resumes, and then finally, on your AI journey, which starts today, we also want to introduce our 3 AI ambassadors. And they're going to take you on a 20-week journey using Copilot to showcase to you how they use it in their everyday lives. It kicks off on the 6th of September. Can I ask them to please stand? Because I think they're in the room. And come to the front of the arena. I think you know all of them, but we'll do a little bit more introductions later on during lunch.
but I want to ask them if they want to say something because it's really exciting, guys. I think the first challenge is something around travel. So how do you use Copilot to design an itinerary for either going to Bali or to Thailand? It's very real, it's very practical, and over to you. Just introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Natasha Frederick. Transitions from the film industry into tech space. I'm here. Excited for this new journey, learning more about AI, but also taking you all along on the journey. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Mamokgethi Phakeng. I'm an academic, and those who follow me on social media will know that I run AI Fluency YouTube program every Sunday 5 to 6. And the reason I got, of course, I'm a professor of mathematics education, with a whole lot of experience in higher education, now I'm an entrepreneur and an educator at heart. And I believe that AI is here. People must get on the program. And I'm more passionate about educating people about its power, its advantages, and the ethics of using it, whether it's in education, in business, but also in families. And I do these sessions on my YouTube channel every Sunday from 5 to 6. And so I'm delighted to be an ambassador of Microsoft ElevateHer. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Rohiwa and I'm a self-taught software developer, now a data science graduate, and also I have a YouTube channel and where I share a lot of tech, inclusive data, cybersecurity, data analyst, everything that is tech related, I share it on YouTube. Also on Sundays I always share my videos there, and I do a lot of TikTok on my program. I'm always watching on Sundays actually when she has guests and I'm actually privileged to be standing next to her. I'm just so excited. And I do also host lives also sometimes on TikTok when we talk GitHub, when we talk portfolios and all these things. So I'm super excited to be part of this program because AI is the future. And I remember they asked me, why do I want to be part of this program in the interview? And I explained a whole lot of things. But actually I was speaking from the depth of my heart because I realized that there is so much exclusion in learning about AI. So I wanted to be inclusive to every woman and every man from all age ranges. And I kind of feel like this is the best opportunity for us to make sure that everyone knows about AI, be it in tech or not. So this, I'm super excited for the next 6 months. So thank you.
To have you on this journey. If I didn't already mention, by participating on every Friday of the 20-week challenge, we're also going to be giving away super prizes. So please do participate, share your journeys with us. Add them on LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram. I lost track of all the social media channels we have. And lunch will be served now. We have
all these ambassadors, people answer us. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Where we can find this content? I'll take photos with you. Take a
motivational speaking in a very different way. So keep it locked, listen, take this moment in, and let's welcome Karina Brubeck.
Internationally renowned musician, founder of the multi-award-winning instrumental group Sterling EQ, and successful entrepreneur who has developed a number of small and medium-sized businesses in the entertainment industry. She has performed worldwide and has been lauded as one of the most unique and groundbreaking flute players globally. When she isn't breaking boundaries on stage and in business, Karina makes waves in the ocean, where she has broken many local and international records as a long-distance open water swimmer, specializing in distances between 10 and 40 kilometers. Ranked as one of the World Open Water Swimming Association's top 50 most daring, courageous, and audacious open water swimmers in the world, Karina's extensive resume includes crossing the English Channel, False Bay, the Gibraltar, Messina, and Bonifacio Straits, plus many more world firsts and record-breaking feats. Through her Swim for Hope project, Karina has raised close to 1 million rand in cash, plus millions more in media value for selected South African NPOs. And today, she is here to share her journey of swimming against the current in water and in life. Please welcome Karina Brubeck.
Good afternoon, women in tech. Woo! It's so great to be here. Now, what I've learned is that AI can do a lot, almost everything. It can compose music, it can create symphonies, it can create poetry, write speeches, it can even write books, it can even create a human voice that sounds uncannily human. But what it cannot replicate is that deeply human grapple, that wrestle with something truly difficult. And the process of that thing becoming part of you to such a degree that you can move people and that you can create change. Maybe that's why I'm here today. Because that wrestle for me started when I was very young, when I was holding this flute, way too big for my hands, and trying to make a sound. For weeks I tried, and no sound would come out. And then when I finally made a sound, I had to learn the different notes, and each different note has got a different fingering. There's 36 notes, 36. So I always say that a musician's career starts with their first lesson, really, because you cannot master this in only 10,000 hours, as they say. It takes way longer. In fact, I'm not sure about the whole mastery thing. But anyway, so I tried and I practiced, and I had the mantra of always just doing one extra thing. When I'm done, I'm just going to do it one more time to make it better. And then slowly but surely it would become better, and I became better. And soon I wasn't only producing notes, I was playing scales and intervals. And guys, soon after I was playing melodies. And what really intrigued me, and intrigues me still, is the fact that with all these 36 notes and the different combinations that you can make, you create a melody, and that can move people, right? That can transform us and can take us to a different place, a higher ground. And, well, hang on, I digress. Okay, so all this practice and all this intricacies and the hand-eye coordination and the years and the years and the years to master this. And I knew my path was very much mapped out in front of me. I wanted to perform, I wanted to play music. And when I was 21, after I'd studied BMAS at the University of Stellenbosch, I got a call saying, well, the first flute position at the Cape Philharmonic Orchestra just become available. I was like, wow. I thought I would wait my whole life for this, but at the age of 21, I could go audition. And I walked into this audition, and there were 5 highly acclaimed members of the classical fraternity waiting for me. They said, you're number 15, make it quick. Okay, you're very young. I was like, wow, thanks, welcome to you too. Did you prepare a bit of Bach? Well, did I? Thank you. note did you prepare? It's a G major. Then play a C major. Nice. That's enough? That's enough. All right. Something from the opera, please. Ooh, lovely. You know that if you are a member of the orchestra, you need to be able to sight read any sheet music that's placed in front of you. We would not want you to waste the time of the conductor, right? So now, finally, sight read this. Can I ask chat to do this? Probably can. Okay, take a deep breath. From the allegretto. Thank you. Was it a good audition? Yes. This was great. So did I get the job? Yes. I did not get the job. Ladies, one of my friends got the job, older than me, maybe a better flautist, I don't know. And not only was I, well, not good enough for this position, but I was going to be unemployed for the rest of my life. Because there's only one first flute position in the orchestra. And ladies, there's only one orchestra in Cape Town. My friend is still in that position about 25 years later. Yeah? So, I mean, what do you do when your whole identity is taken away and this passion for playing and there was just nothing left? It was just like a blank canvas. I don't know. I was driving my car one day and the sound was playing on the radio and this song, and it really attracted me, and I wondered why, because it was like a pop station. And later through the song I realized that there's no vocals in the song. But I really love it. And the sound was just taking hold of my soul. And I couldn't get enough of it. And afterwards they said, that was Europa by Carlos Santana. And I'd never heard of Carlos Santana, but I went to the nearest CD store and got his greatest hits. And I played it on repeat. And guys, Carlos Santana's electric guitar started going round and round in my head. And it wouldn't let go of me. And it transformed me, really. The sound just brought out the passion and the power that I knew was inside. And I would listen and I would listen and I would go, oh, that's Carlos. And I'd hear like a riff of the electric guitar and I go, must be Carlos Santana. No, not this one. He's just got this cheeky passion, just this sound that's just so him. And I became his greatest fan. I was listening to his music over and over again, to such an extent where I actually became really obsessed with it. And I looked at my flute and I realized, I don't think I even like the flute. What have I been doing for the last 15 years of my life? Perfecting this perfect, delicate instrument. This isn't me. Carlos Santana. He's passion and power, and that's what I feel. I'm passion, I'm power. I wanted to be just like Carlos Santana. But this, yeah, I don't know. I went and I actually bought a guitar and I tried. Guys, I really tried. I was like, I'm studying 36 notes. I can play it upside down on the flute. Let me try the guitar. I am, for my sins, a natural wind instrument player, okay? The guitar didn't work out. So, back to this thing. And I thought, I know all the notes. Should I try? Yeah? Okay, so first you have to work out the key. Ooh, well, it's not that one. Let's try B. More music, guys. That's not bad. Yeah? Am I playing, Carlos? But not that sound. I can't make that sound. follow our instinct, right? Music up! And guys, I think we've realized that it's not in the things that you've learned and the things that you've mastered we're going to find this breakthrough, right? It's in the things that you're willing to learn and in the tools that you're willing to try that you can actually step forward and find your real voice. And when you find your real voice, that's when you can truly lead and make a difference in this world, right? And that means we've got unlimited potential to do almost anything that we want. But I guess we just need that instinct and that passion and that drive, and that we have as humans. And AI, I'm sorry, chat, you can try. So once you find your Carlos Santana, like I said, you can do almost anything. And what I did as well, I realized I didn't have to be part of the orchestra to be employed. I kind of just started my own orchestra, or shall I call it a band, Sterling EQ. 16, 17 years ago, we found this thing that actually changed the face of instrumental music in South Africa. Suddenly, the instruments were modern, they were in the spotlight, and we were inside the action. Not like outside, like when I was listening to Carlos and I was desperate to be part of it, we were part of it. We're no longer in the audience, we are in the house. And with Sterling EQ, we performed over 2,000 shows now across 20 countries, and it's been You might see 2001 a little bit later tonight if you do. Hey guys, I guess the reason why I'm here, and I often feel a little bit intimidated by people like you who are so accomplished and you know tech and you've got so much drive, and then here am I with my flute thinking I'm Carlos Santana, but perhaps it's just this. And you too are Carlos Santana, right? We're all Carlos Santana, we all have drive, we all have dreams and goals, we all have ambition, right? And we all have it in us to drive towards that unlimited potential.
But she has to be the most amazing motivational speaker I've ever encountered in my life. But Mama Dimo, she is so amazing. She's so relatable. She's not selling dreams or anything like that. But anyways, I have come to the end of this, should I call it a vlog? Let's just say a video. Let's play it safe. I've come to the end of this video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. And please please let me know in the comment section if you've watched until the end, what has stood out for you, if there's anything I can improve, because I'm trying to get these things right. If there's anything you feel like I could improve, please do let me know. If there's anything you liked, also do let me know. But most importantly, please do click on that subscribe button, do like this video, and do share it with everyone in your circle. I'd really appreciate it. Become a tech triber.